For those of you that don't know, I'm Maggie, and today I have my sidekick Nash, aka my dog, here. So if you hear a bunch of chewing or little feet on the ground, that's just because he's roaming around in here with me today. Also, this is not my typical filming location, so if things are a little bit echoey, it's because we still haven't landed on a rug for this room. I'm gonna just work with the echo because our master bedroom where I typically film is way too messy and I was crunched for time to film this video. So anyway, now, after the longest intro ever, this is all about my latest product empties for the month of September. So let's dive right in with the first empty product. And that is actually two of them. As you can see, I used up every last drop of the Kristen Ess The One Signature Shampoo and Conditioner. This stuff I really love. However, you have to be so diligent about really scrubbing your scalp when you use this and washing it out thoroughly. I noticed that I was probably not doing the best job of scrubbing my scalp when I use this because I kind of suffer from like buildup and an itchy scalp that can get kind of flaky, and it's just embarrassing and annoying more than anything. Are you learning all about this, Bubba? And I noticed that when I use this, honestly, the flakiness of my scalp gets a lot worse. So what's really interesting though is that this must be a known thing with these products, or maybe just with shampoo and conditioner in general, because one day I was in the shower and I was like, what am I doing wrong with this stuff? And I noticed that on the back of the conditioner bottle, it says tip. Not rinsing conditioner thoroughly can cause buildup. Get in there, girl. I think that maybe I was doing a poor job of rinsing out my conditioner and that was creating the buildup and the flakiness and the itchiness in my scalp. I don't know. Definitely could be a thing. And it also says on the shampoo, a tip, if your hair is extra oily or has a lot of product in it, shampoo twice. I don't know. That was an interesting revelation for me because this is like the second or third time I've used this. And I had never really noticed the correlation before, but as soon as I started taking their tips and really rinsing thoroughly and scrubbing really deeply, it didn't really cause me any more issues. The thing that I love about this the most is the smell. I think it smells like high-end salon products, and you find it at Target. It is a little pricier than the typical shampoo and conditioner at a place like Target. These each retail for $9.99 a piece, so you're spending 20 bucks on your shampoo and conditioner. I have been really impressed with Kristen Ess products across the board. Love her dry shampoo. The hairspray is a little bit ticky-tacky for me, but I do like it. I think that it does give a good hold to your hair, so I would recommend it, and they all have this insanely good smell. Now we have a candle, which is I think the only non-beauty item in this bunch, and this comes from Target. It's part of the Hearth and Hand with Magnolia line, and this is in the scent Citrus Grove. First of all, I loved just the little ceramic pot. I feel like you could definitely get the wax out of this and repurpose this as something just to sit around your house later. Now it does have this Citrus Grove thing written on it, but I don't think that's a big deal, and you could always just flip it to the back. I just rubbed some of the ashes on the back of this. But you could always flip it around and clean this off and it would look good and just kind of like earthy in your house. The reason I bring this up is because this to me is a dead ringer for the Capri Blue Volcano candle. I think that these things smell identical, and unfortunately, I should have talked about this a little bit earlier, but I got this over the summer and I do think it's part of their summer scent line. So I'm not even sure if this is still available at Target. If it is, I will definitely link it down below for you because this candle in this size costs $14.99, but you do have to be diligent about trimming your wicks. That is something that I've learned that has really prolonged the life of a lot of my candles. Can't recommend this scent enough. This is a lot more punchy than the lemon scented candle that I've talked about previously. This one definitely distributes that smell throughout your house a little bit better than the lemon one. Next up is a total favorite. This is the Prep Rally Prime and Prep Detangler. This comes from the brand Drybar, and this is one of those heat protectant kind of conditioning leave-in sprays. I loved this. The spray nozzle on it is so good. The product itself is so good. You put it in your hair and you can brush through it like butter. Like, it's seriously, that wet brush just glided right through. And when I was using this at its peak, I had super duper long hair and my ponytail was long, like halfway down my back. And this seriously even worked really well with the longest length of my hair possible that was getting super tangly and stuff all the time. This is something I can totally see myself repurchasing. This came to me in a FabFitFun. Otherwise, I probably would have never picked this up. But you know, I love the Briogeo leave-in conditioning spray, the Rosarco milk one. Love that one. And I do think that that one smells a lot better than this one. This one still smells good. I just like the Rosarco smell better. And I think that those ingredients by nature are a little bit more natural than maybe what Drybar uses. But if you're looking for a reliable, just no fuss heat protectant detangler, this is so good. So if you don't already incorporate one of these into your daily routine, I really can't recommend them enough. I think they're definitely worth the money to keep your hair healthy long term. Now we have this Paula's Choice Moisturizer. This is the Omega Plus Complex Moisturizer with chia and flaxseed. It says it's for normal to dry skin, and it's supposed to restore essential nutrients for a smooth, healthy, glowing skin, and it strengthens the skin's ability to retain moisture. This is said to be a nighttime moisturizer, and they always tell you like when and how to use this product, which I think is really nice. I think that Paula's Choice does a lot of like educating on their products, and I really love that because I feel like skincare can be pretty confusing because there are just so many products out there on the market, so many different skin types. It can be overwhelming. This stuff was okay. I feel like in general, Paula's Choice moisturizers are not their strong suit for me. I think that their face washes and their exfoliants and the things that really get in and do work on your skin are their forte, whereas moisturizers for me, they're kind of all like, meh. It's not bad. I don't want that to be confused with bad. I just didn't see like a big change in my skin. I did not think that this was ultra moisturizing. And at nighttime, I want something on the thicker side that is ultra moisturizing. I did buy a new moisturizer from her recently because I'm really trying to figure out which one works for me because I'm very frustrated that I haven't found one that I love. And this one I really like, and I think I'm gonna talk about it in a favorites video, so I'm not gonna spoil it now. But it is said to be a nighttime moisturizer, but I prefer to use it in the daytime. And I have found another really good daytime kind of glowy moisturizer from her. Anyway, I'll talk about all that in a later video. Just know this one was not my favorite. This has great reviews. There's nothing wrong with it. It did moisturize my skin. It just didn't do as much as I wanted for nighttime. And I feel like I fly through her moisturizers. Another past FabFitFun product that is completely gone, and this is the Korres Guava Body Butter. This stuff smelled so good. It was one of those that had a very light scent, but very noticeable. This one to me smells like straight summertime, but it's not overwhelming. Like I could put this on at night and not feel like I was about to go out on the beach. This had an extremely thick formula, which I love in a nighttime hand cream to keep by my bed. And it took me forever to go through this because this is huge. This is a 4.23 fluid ounce bottle, which I think this is definitely supposed to be a body lotion, but I loved the thickness so much for my hands that I reserved it for that. I don't like super duper thick lotions all over my body. I am very picky. This stuff is great. If you wanted to give somebody kind of a nicer gift, I think this paired with like a candle or maybe some bath salts or something would be so great. Kind of match the colors and make it all look like it goes together. This is on the more expensive side, and so unfortunately I can't see myself repurchasing because there are really good hand lotions or body lotions out there that don't cost as much as this one does. But it did take me forever to go through, so it could be a good value in the long run. It really did keep my hands moisturized, and I'm really sad to be out of this. Oof, talk about another one I'm sad to be out of because there's no way I'm purchasing the full size of this. This is too expensive, but this is so good. If this is available in like a Sephora sample or something that you can add on to your cart, I would definitely pick this up. This is the Algenist Power Recharging Night Press Serum. This smells just like Christmas time, like gingerbready, like oatmeal. Maybe it smells like oatmeal-y. It smells so good, and I noticed my skin felt silky smooth and just looked so even after I used this. I would use this at night before I put on moisturizer, and seriously, I could have just left this on there and my skin would have been so silky soft to the touch. This was a miracle worker. It says apply to the entire face, neck, and décolleté. I don't know what magic is in this bottle, but seriously, it just evened out my skin tone and made everything just look a little bit more flawless. And I wish that this didn't cost like hundreds of dollars, because it does, and that's why I just can't justify buying that. But again, anytime this is available in a sample size, I will be getting that. All right, this one took me by surprise. I actually really liked this moisturizer, and yes, it's a moisturizer and not a little hand cream. This came in a glossy box, I wanna say. They sent me that box and this was in there. This is the Northern Light Smoothing Cream with Siberian Olive. This is just a daytime moisturizer. I loved the texture of this and just how easily it spread across my face and sunk into my skin. Again, a very, perfect type formula for putting makeup over in the mornings. So I loved using this as a daytime moisturizer. This sample actually lasted me a pretty long time because a little bit goes a long way with this product. I have no idea what the full size costs. I had honestly never really heard of this brand Polaire, I'm not exactly sure. Did it transform my skin or do anything like super remarkable? No, but it left my face feeling very moisturized and very soft and silky, and again, just like a perfect blank canvas to start putting the makeup on. This was a definite surprise and great product to come out of that glossy box. Next up is a tried and true. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. This lasted me longer than typical Lash Paradises last me. Typically I can get 3-ish months out of these tubes, and I swear I had this a little bit longer. But you can tell when it's time to give it up and just move on to your next bottle when it starts flaking and clumping and you have to dip the brush back in there multiple times. Again, I just think this is the best. I'm using a different one right now, the L'Oreal Bambi Eye, which I like, but to me it just gives length and separates your lashes, and this really provides, again, a lot more volume. It makes things just look a little bit more full, but also lengthened and curled, and I think this is just the total package, and it's hard for me to find another mascara that adds up to this at this price point. So these are typically $10 a piece, and I think that I got a pack of 3 for $15 or $12 at Costco once, so I'm still working through that. And I'm really excited to open up the last one of these because I've been kind of on the Bambi Eye mascara. I also noticed that it's been transferring under my eyes throughout the day, which this one does not do. Another little sample that I ran out of, and this is the Paulas Choice Resist Anti-Aging Eye Gel. I feel like this is one of those eye creams that's a great starter eye cream. Get used to using it as part of your routine. It's not gonna completely transform your eyes, but if you're somebody that struggles with a lot of dryness around your eyes and maybe that makes your concealer look kind of funky and putting powders over it makes it look way worse, this is the perfect thing for you to start with. I feel like it doesn't have a whole lot of stronger chemicals or things that are supposed to tighten and stuff around your eyes. I would simply use this as a moisturizing step to get your feet wet into eye creams. Now, I still think that I like the Origins eye cream a little bit better, the ginseng one that has a brightening quality to it. It has a little bit of shimmer that legitimately makes your eyes look more woken up underneath. And so I would definitely go with the Origins one over this one, but I did enjoy this, and it's not one of those eye creams that's thick that just rubs back and forth and never rubs in. It actually sinks into your skin really well, and so it was a pleasant experience using this. And that is everything for the September product empties. It was very skincare, cosmetic-y focused this go around, which I was kind of excited about because those are the products in my life that I really need to move on out of here before they expire. So if you like this product empties, I have plenty more where that came from, and we'll be sure to link that playlist in the description box and in the eye above. I have a lot of videos on backlog because I wasn't able to film for a couple weeks when I got the knee surgery, and my creative juices have been flowing, and I'm excited to bring you some new content to this channel. So if you like this video, then like it, stick around, subscribe, join the community, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.